The myths and stories of China's long-vanished past are as enchanted and mysterious as those of any other ancient culture. Mythical animals, the might of gods, the valor of legendary heroes, and the beginning of the cosmos are all laid bare in these tales. Chinese mythology is more than simply a collection of stories. It has profoundly impacted many aspects of Chinese culture, including poetry, art, martial arts, and even contemporary Chinese society, drawing on ancient religious beliefs, Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Chinese mythology, in contrast to Western mythology, e.g., Norse and Greek stories, often portrays gods as cosmic powers ruling the cosmos, rather than as human-like characters. Though they have changed throughout the years, these tales continue to play an important role in Chinese movies, festivals, and rituals. In this video, we will cover the most amazing stories from Chinese mythology, including 1. The beginning of the universe. 2. Gods with superpowers and fantastical beasts. 3. The epic stories of renowned heroes. 4. Beliefs of ancient China and their relevance to contemporary celebrations. So, let's begin an adventure into this amazing realm, where the barrier between fact and fiction falls away. The creation myth, the birth of the universe. In the beginning, before time existed, the universe was nothing but a huge black void, a cosmic egg filled with seething chaos. From this egg emerged Pangu, a massive giant who single-handedly designed the sky and the earth. As Pangu stretched and pushed, the sky soared higher and the ground rested below. For 18,000 years he stood between them, ensuring they remained apart. His breath became the wind, his voice thunder, his eyes the sun and moon, and his body turned into the mountains, rivers, and valleys of the planet. With his dying breath, life as we know it started. But the tale of creation didn't finish there. Enter Nua and Fu Shi, divine siblings commonly linked to Adam and Eve. Nua, a goddess with the body of a serpent, shaped the first people from clay, infusing life into them. She gave them brains and emotion, assuring they would thrive. Fu Shi, her brother and consort, taught humanity fundamental skills, writing, fishing, and the art of civilization. Together, they became the forefathers of mankind, directing early humans into an organized community. Chinese mythology depicts a magnificent vision of creation, not as the work of a single deity, but as a process where divine beings created and nurtured the universe into existence. These legends remind us of an ancient civilization's strong relationship to nature, balance, and cosmic order. Famous gods and goddesses of Chinese mythology. Chinese mythology is home to a wide pantheon of gods and goddesses, each playing an important role in the balance of the universe. Some rule over heaven, while others lead humanity or take care of the natural world. Among them, 4 stand out as some of the most powerful and adored deities. 1. The Jade Emperor, the supreme ruler of heaven. At the top of the celestial order sits the Jade Emperor, the most powerful and respected deity in Chinese legend. As the master of heaven, earth, and the underworld, he controls all things, from mighty dragons to mere humans. He is often portrayed as a wise and just ruler, managing the cosmic order with fairness. Many Chinese customs, including the famous Chinese New Year, involve rituals and gifts made in his honor to seek his blessings for the year ahead. 2nd Nua, the creator of humanity. Nua, the nurturing mother goddess, is known as the creator of humans. According to tradition, she made the first people from clay, shaping them with love and breathing life into them. She is also praised as a savior. When a great disaster cracked the sky, she repaired it using 5 colored stones, returning harmony to the world. Nua represents compassion, creation, and the defense of life itself. 3. Guanyin, the goddess of mercy. Among the most popular figures in Chinese culture, Guanyin is the goddess of mercy, compassion, and kindness. Often compared to the Virgin Mary or the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara in Buddhism, she is worshipped as a defender of the weak and a guide for those in trouble. It is said that Guanyin listens to the cries of the suffering and emerges in countless forms to give help. Her appearance in temples, artwork, and stories shows the deep respect the Chinese people have for her special grace. 4. Erlang Shen, the Three-Eyed Warrior. God, a fierce and strong warrior, Erlang Shen is known for his third eye, which gives him the ability to see the truth and identify evil spirits. Often represented as a mighty figure holding a divine spear, he is a defender of justice and fairness. Legends say that Erlang Shen fought fearsome monsters, including a strong dragon, to keep the human world safe. He stays a symbol of strength, alertness, and heavenly justice. From the heavenly throne of the Jade Emperor to the caring heart of Guanyin, these gods and goddesses shape the core beliefs of Chinese folklore. Their stories continue to inspire religion, festivals, and customs, showing the timeless link between the divine and the mortal world. Legendary heroes and historical figures in Chinese mythology. Legendary characters whose courage, insight, and power influenced history and folklore abound in Chinese mythology. While some of these heroes established civilization, others prevented the planet from being destroyed. Let's explore 3 of Chinese mythology's most well-known legendary characters. 1. Hou Yi, the archer who saved the world. There used to be 10 suns in the sky, scorching the ground and making life intolerable. Hou Yi, a powerful archer, was selected to protect the world from this flaming calamity. With his heavenly bow and arrows in hand, he aimed and destroyed 9 of the 10 suns, leaving only 1 to illuminate and warm the world. Although Hou Yi rose to fame as a hero, his tale is far from over. He received the elixir of immortality as a reward. But Chang'e, his wife, drank it and went to the moon, where she is still known as the moon goddess today. One of China's most well-known festivals, the MidAutumn Festival, honors their legacy each year. 2. The Yellow Emperor, Huangdi, the first mythological emperor. Among China's best legendary kings, Huangdi, the Yellow Emperor, is considered the founding ancestor of Chinese culture. According to myths, he created writing, medicine, and the calendar, helping China move from chaos to order. Huangdi was not just a smart ruler, he was also a fighter. He fought strong enemies, including the rebellious leader Qi Yu, in an epic fight where he used a magical compass to travel through thick fog. After ruling correctly for 100 years, he is said to have risen to heaven as an immortal, becoming a celestial god. To this day, the Chinese people view Huangdi as the father of their culture, and his impact can still be seen in historical traditions and ancestral worship. 3. Sun Wukong, the Mighty Monkey King. No character in Chinese mythology is as famous as Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Born from a stone infused with the power of heaven and earth, he was no ordinary monkey. He was born with superhuman strength, speed, and intellect. Determined to prove his greatness, Sun Wukong battled the gods, stole celestial weapons, and even waged war against heaven. However, he was finally conquered by Buddha and imprisoned under a mountain for 500 years. Later, he was offered a chance for redemption when he accompanied the Buddhist monk Tang Sanzang on a famous mission to rescue precious books from India. This trip, known as Journey to the West, became one of the most renowned stories in Chinese literature. With his magic staff, ability to morph into 72 distinct forms, and great combat abilities, Sun Wukong remains one of the most adored heroes in Chinese culture. He signifies revolt, intellect, and the constant battle for self-improvement. Mythical creatures of Chinese mythology. Chinese mythology is home to some of the most interesting and powerful mythological beings. Unlike Western mythologies, where dragons are frequently portrayed as destructive monsters, Chinese legendary creatures are profoundly tied to knowledge, power, luck, and harmony. Let's explore 4 of the most legendary beasts. 1. Long, the Chinese dragon, symbol of power and wisdom. In Chinese culture, the dragon, Long, is not a fire-breathing monster but a symbol of power, knowledge, and prosperity. Unlike the winged dragons of European legend, Chinese dragons are serpentine animals with long, twisting bodies, flowing whiskers, and the ability to fly without wings. Dragons are believed to regulate water, storms, and rainfall, making them crucial to agriculture. In ancient China, rulers were generally considered the offspring of the dragon, and even today, dragons signify success and good fortune. The iconic dragon dance performed during Chinese New Year is intended to bring wealth and chase away bad spirits. 2. Keelin, the peaceful and lucky mythical beast. The Keelin is a rare and mysterious species, frequently compared to the unicorn. It has the body of a deer, the tail of an ox, and scales covering its body like a dragon. Despite its fierce appearance, the Keelin is recognized for being a loving and peaceful creature that only arises when a great leader or wise person is born. Legends tell that before Confucius, the renowned Chinese philosopher, was born, a Keelin came into his family's hamlet, foreshadowing his knowledge. Because of this, the Keelin is regarded as a harbinger of peace and good fortune. It never damages any living creature and is often observed strolling on clouds or across grass without destroying a single blade. 3. NineTailed Fox, Jing, a mysterious and powerful spirit. The nine-tailed fox, Jing, is one of the most interesting beasts in Chinese mythology. It is supposed to be a shapeshifter, capable of transforming into a beautiful woman to communicate with people. Depending on the folklore, it can either be a kindly ghost that brings wisdom and fortune, or a deadly trickster who deceives and leads people astray. In Taoist and Buddhist beliefs, a fox spirit with 9 tails is viewed as an immensely powerful and old creature, having gathered vast wisdom and magical talents over centuries. This concept has migrated to Japanese and Korean culture, where it is known as the Kitsune, Japan, and Gumiho, Korea. 4. Phoenix, Fenguang, the symbol of harmony and peace. The Fenguang, or Chinese phoenix, is a celestial bird embodying harmony, virtue, and rebirth. Unlike the Western phoenix, which burns in flames and rises from the ashes, the Fenguang is an immortal bird that spreads peace wherever it travels. In Chinese tradition, the dragon and phoenix together signify the ideal balance of yin and yang, with the dragon symbolizing masculinity and force, while the phoenix represents femininity and grace. The Fenguang is typically connected with emperors and empresses, appearing on royal robes and decorations as a sign of wealth and virtue. Underworld and afterlife in Chinese mythology. In Chinese folklore, life does not end with death. Souls start on a journey to the afterlife, where they face judgment and either reincarnate or suffer in the underworld. The idea of the afterlife is affected by Buddhism, Taoism, and traditional Chinese beliefs, forming a rich and detailed picture of what happens after death. 1. Diu, the Chinese underworld and the 10 courts of hell. Unlike Western concepts of a single heaven or hell, Chinese mythology portrays Diu, a large and intricate underworld where souls are evaluated and cleaned before being reborn. Diu is generally described as a gloomy and frightening country filled with mountains, rivers, and terrifying monsters. The underworld is administered by 10 courts of hell, each governed by a different ruler. Souls are evaluated according to their activities in life, and if they have committed sins, they face penalties suitable to their crimes. Some spirits stay in Diu for a short time before being reborn, while others suffer for longer periods to cleanse their previous wrongdoings. One of the most terrifying places in Diu is the Naihei Bridge, where spirits must traverse before rebirth. A goddess called Meng Po offers them the Tea of Forgetfulness, which erases memories of their prior lives, allowing them to start afresh in their next birth. 2. King Yama, the Judge of the Dead. The ruler of Diu is King Yama, Yan Wang, the terrifying judge of the underworld. He is generally represented as a strong deity with a stern look, wearing royal robes and having a scroll of judgment. When a person dies, their soul is brought before King Yama, who analyzes their life records and decides their fate. Those who led virtuous lives may be rewarded with a better reincarnation or sent to heavenly regions, while sinners are punished in one of the infernal courts. Despite his frightening reputation, King Yama is not wholly nasty. In certain stories, Buddha provides spirits a chance to atone for their crimes, stressing the significance of karma and morality. 3. Ghost Festival, honoring the departed souls. Every year during the 7th month of the lunar calendar, the Chinese celebrate the Ghost Festival, Zhongyuan Festival, or Hungry Ghost Festival. It is thought that around this time the gates of Diu open, allowing ghosts to travel freely in the human realm. To respect and satisfy these wandering souls, humans execute different rituals, including 1. Offering food, incense, and paper money to ancestors. 2. Releasing lanterns on water to guide lost souls. 3. Avoid significant life events like marriages or moving residences, as this month is considered bad. The Ghost Festival is not only about fear, it is a chance for families to express respect and thanks to their ancestors, ensuring that their souls rest in peace. Festivals and traditions related to mythology. Chinese culture is strongly related to mythology, and many of its largest events have roots in ancient traditions. These events not only bring families together, but also preserve the stories of legendary characters and magical animals alive. Here are 3 important events that have intriguing mythical beginnings. 1. Chinese New Year and the Legend of the Neon Monster. Chinese New Year, also known as Spring Festival, is the most important festival in China. It commemorates the beginning of the lunar calendar and is celebrated with fireworks, dragon dances, and family reunions. But underneath these traditions lurks an old myth, the tale of the Neon monster. According to tradition, Neon was a terrible beast with sharp fangs and horns who lived in the highlands or under the sea. Every year, on the first day of the Lunar New Year, it would descend down to the villages to attack people and cattle. One day, the villagers realized that Nian was scared of loud sounds, vivid red colors, and fire. From then on, people started lighting firecrackers, hanging red decorations, and performing lion dances in order to chase the monster away. The tradition continues today, making red the primary color of Chinese New Year ceremonies. 2nd MidAutumn Festival and the Legend of Chang'e, the Moon Goddess. The Mid-Autumn Festival happens on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month, when the moon is at its fullest and brightest. Families assemble to observe the moon, eat moon cakes, and make wishes. The celebration is directly tied to the story of Chang'e, the moon goddess. According to the narrative, Hu Yi, a renowned archer, rescued the earth by shooting down 9 burning suns, leaving just one in the sky. As a reward, he was given an elixir of immortality. However, his wife Chang'e mistakenly drank the potion and drifted up to the moon, where she became a goddess. Though she was separated from her spouse forever, Chang'e's beauty continues to shine from the moon. People commemorate the Mid-Autumn Festival by worshipping the moon and presenting mooncakes, signifying family reunion and desire for loved ones. 3. Dragonboat Festival and the tragic story of Qu Yuan. The Dragonboat Festival, observed on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, is famed for its dragon boat racing and the eating of sticky rice dumplings, zongzi. But this spectacular celebration originates from a sorrowful historical figure, Ku Yuan. Ku Yuan was a devoted poet and official of the Chu kingdom during the Warring States period. When his kingdom was overrun, he fell into despair and killed himself in the Miluo River. The local people, appreciating his loyalty, raced out in boats to hunt for him and threw rice into the water to distract the fish from eating his body. To this day, people race dragon boats to celebrate Ku Yuan's memory and eat zongzi as a symbolic tribute. The celebration promotes patriotism, memory, and unity. Conclusion: the legacy of Chinese mythology. Chinese mythology is not merely a collection of historical tales. It continues to affect current culture, literature, and cinema. From animated films to blockbuster smashes, the tales of China still inspire and enchant audiences worldwide. Influence on modern culture and cinema. Many famous films and shows have been influenced by Chinese mythology. 1. Mulan, 1998-2020, based on the mythical female warrior Hua Mulan, who disguised herself as a man to engage in combat. 2. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, 2021, features legendary creatures like the Keelin and integrates aspects of Chinese culture. 3. Monkey King, Journey to the West adaptations. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, remains one of the most beloved characters in Chinese literature, anime, and gaming. Are these just stories or something more? Like all great myths, Chinese stories go beyond fantasy. They express moral teachings, cultural values, and deep philosophical ideas. Stories like the emergence of the Yellow Emperor, the sacrifice of Ku Yuan, and the balance between yin and yang give lessons about responsibility, honor, and the circle of life. But what do you think? Are these stories just myths, or do they convey hidden truths and wisdom? Which Chinese mythological character or creature fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments.